I wonder how far we've actually come when I listen to some of the commentary that we have had to listen to whilst in the committee room about women, about why they make the choices that they make. Some of the comments that I have listened to very recently that were said to me, and I don't want to, I mean, there's so many, I could be here all day talking about the negative comments that have been said towards women. A recent tweet that I got today: "You should now try to identify the murdering mothers who are travelling to the UK for abortions and have them jailed for breaking the law." That's one of many, and anyone that's free to visit any of the Twitter pages or any social media pages of any committee member, and that is the visceral comment that we have been dealing with for the last 4 months. I've had people say to, one individual say to me, "If women don't want babies, they should close their legs." Another man said, "Women will use abortion as a form of contraception if we let them do it." And one person said to me, "Sure, women these days, they're just too posh to push." These are the comments that we're listening to, and it's hard to believe that these are comments today. You would think that these are comments from 30, 40 years ago, but they have been said to me recently. In terms of the labelling of people in this debate, the idea that somebody is somehow anti-life, I consider myself to be pro-life. We're all pro-life. However, we have to be realistic about the difficulties, the challenges and the crises that women find themselves in, and the realities that we have to deal with this. We can no longer subcontract this out to a different jurisdiction, close our eyes, close our ears and don't want to talk about it because it's too difficult for us to deal with. And in particular, I would suggest that certainly the deputies in this House and in the Seanad, the senators, really need to consider, are we dealing with this properly, or are we happy to continue with the status quo? Because if you are against repeal of the 8th Amendment, that means that you want no change, that you want to maintain the status quo. That means that if a woman has been raped, you are content for her to be forced to remain pregnant against her will. That if a young girl is pregnant as a result of incest, that she should be forced to continue that pregnancy. That if there are a couple who are pregnant together and with a much-wanted baby with a fatal fetal abnormality diagnosis, that we will not care for them here at home. That is what being against repeal of the 8th Amendment means, that you are happy for the status quo to be maintained.